Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Stalk My Closet. For today's project, I have taken 2-meter brocade fabric. This is for short kurti. To make salwar, I have taken this plain silk fabric. This is 2.5 meters of fabric. And this is the measurement I'm using. You can adjust it according to your requirement. Firstly, I'll cut the short kurti. I've cut out the required length, that is 30 inch, including 4 inch for seam allowance. And I have folded the fabric twice in width. So I have 4 layers of fabric. Now I'll mark the measurements. For shoulder, take half of shoulder width. In my measurement, shoulder width is 13.5 inch. So half of it is 6.75 inch. Neck width is 3 inch. Mark half inch downwards for shoulder slope and join it to the neck width point. From this point, mark half of armhole round, that is 7 inch in my measurement. I'll just extend this point. Mark 1 inch inwards and again join it to the shoulder slope point. From the top, mark a point at 10.5 inch shoulder to burst point, 14 inch shoulder to waist point, 21 inch shoulder to hip point, and 31 inch extend these points. Now I'll mark the round measurements. For chest, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, chest round is 31 inch. 31 plus 2 is 33, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.25 inch. For burst, I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, burst round is 32 inch. 32 plus 3 is 35. And dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.75 inch. For waist, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, waist round is 28 inch. 28 plus 2 is 30. And dividing it by 4, I'll get 7.5 inch. For hip, I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, hip round is 38 inch. 38 plus 3 is 41. And dividing it by 4, I'll get 10.25 inch. Now I'll join these points. Give slight curve to this pointed shape. Join hip to the bottom with a straight line, adding seam allowance. Now I'll draw front and back armhole curve. So this is the marking for short kurti. Now I'll cut it. Now to cut the front armhole curve, just separate the back. Fold it again. Now I'll cut the front armhole curve. So I've cut the kurti, now I'll cut the sleeves. For sleeves, again I have cut out the required length. That is 17 inch including 1.5 inch for seam allowance. From the top, mark a point at 3.5 inch cap height. Cap width will be chest round divided by 4 minus 1. Like in my measurement, chest round is 32 inch. 32 divided by 4 is 8 and 8 minus 1 is 7. So I'll mark a point at 7 inch. Join these points. Measure this line and divide it into 3 parts. So this is 8 inch. I'll mark a point at 2.6 inch twice. From this point, mark half inch upwards. And from this point, mark half inch upwards and 0.25 inch downwards. Now I'll draw front and back armhole curve. Now mark the sleeve length. Now mark half of sleeve round. In my measurement, sleeve round is 9 inch. So half of it will be 4.5 inch. Join these points with the curved ruler to give slight shape. Adding seam allowance. So this is a marking for sleeve. Now I'll cut it. So I've cut the sleeves, and with this cutting of kurti is complete. Now I'll stitch it. Firstly, I'll finish the front neckline, and for that I've cut out the neckline shape on the buckram. So I have finished front neckline. I made basting stitch, and I'll do invisible hemming later to secure the facing on the back side. I have this detailed video on how to make buckram neckline. If you want to check it out, I'll share the link in the description box. Now I'll cut the back neckline. Neck width is 3 inch. Neck depth is 6.5 inch. I'll add half inch for seam allowance. Again mark neck width point 3 inch. Join these points. Now I'll draw a round shape and cut it out. Now I'll finish the back neckline using bias tape. So I finished the back neckline. Now place the front on the back, right sides together, and stitch the shoulder slope on both sides. So I've stitched shoulder slope, and I've also finished invisible hemming on both front and back neckline. Now I'll finish the sleeves. Now I'll finish bottom of the sleeves. Just double fold the fabric and make a stitch on the inner edge to secure it. Similarly, I'll stitch the other sleeve. Now I'll attach the sleeves. Place the sleeve on the kurti, match the center, front and back armhole curves, and make a stitch. So I've attached the sleeves. Now I'll overlock it. Similarly, I'll attach the other sleeve. Now I'll fold the bottom round of the kurti. I've taken 3 inch for the seam allowance. It's your choice if you want more or less, just change it accordingly. I've marked tuck on both sides. And I'm making basting stitch. I'll do invisible hemming on both slits and ghera. I've ironed the fold, so I'll just make another fold and I'll make a stitch. Just select the highest stitch length on your sewing machine and make a stitch. So I made the basting stitch. Similarly, I'll make it on the other side. Now I'll stitch the side fitting seam starting from the sleeve round. So I stitched the side fitting seam. Now similarly I'll stitch it on the other side. So I've stitched the side fitting seam on both sides. Now lastly I'll finish the slits. Now I'll just fold the slit and I'll make basting stitch. If you don't want to do invisible hemming, you can just make stitch on the inner edge to secure it. So I folded the slit and this is how it looks. I'll do invisible hemming on both slit and the bottom round. If you want to make stitch, you can make it. It's your choice. Similarly, I'll finish the other side. So I've stitched the slits on both sides. Now I'll just do invisible hemming on bottom round and the slits. I've just kept it simple. If you want, you can add this kind of lace at the bottom of the kurti and sleeves. This will look more party wear look to the outfit. This is a salwar with this kurti. So you can see this matches perfectly. And such lace will just change the complete look of outfit. This lace cost me around 175 or 200 rupees per meter. So you can add this kind of lace. So my kurti is ready and this is how it looks. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe our channel for more such videos. And I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.